A magnet is an object capable of producing a magnetic field around itself, allowing it to attract or repel ferromagnetic materials like iron, nickel, and cobalt. The world as we know it simply wouldn't exist without them. Magnets are everywhere, in electric motors, speakers, electronic payment systems, hard drives, medical devices like MRI machines, smartphones, household appliances, power generation systems, and even satellites. But have you ever wondered how magnets are actually made? Today, we're visiting rare earth deposits and a specialized manufacturing facility to find out how neodymium is extracted from the earth and transformed into one of the most powerful magnets on the planet. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover will change the way you look at the devices you use every single day. Right here on Stories Behind Everything. Magnets can be classified according to their origin and how they are magnetized. There are natural magnets, like the mineral magnetite, which possesses magnetic properties on its own. And there are artificial magnets made from materials like steel and rare earth alloys, such as neodymium, that are processed to maintain their magnetism permanently. Beyond natural and permanent magnets, there are also electromagnets, which only produce magnetism when an electric current flows through a wire coiled around a metal core like iron. This allows the magnetic field to be switched on and off at will, which is why electromagnets are widely used in industrial cranes, electric motors, and medical equipment. The first permanent artificial magnet was developed in 1930 and became known as the Alnico magnet, named after its composition of aluminum, nickel, and cobalt, sometimes combined with copper, iron, and titanium. Over time, ferrite magnets emerged as a more affordable option, widely used in speakers, motors, and household appliances. But it was in the 1980s that a truly revolutionary leap occurred. The birth of neodymium magnets, the most powerful ever created. Neodymium is a metallic element discovered by Austrian chemist Karl Auer von Welsbach in 1885. Yet it wasn't until roughly a century later that its true potential was revealed. Scientists discovered that when combined with iron and boron, neodymium forms extraordinarily powerful magnets, far stronger than conventional alnico or ferrite magnets, while being lighter and more compact. This made them ideal for building smaller, more efficient devices, and the discovery fundamentally transformed the technology industry. Extracting neodymium is part of a broader process involving what are known as rare earth elements, a group of 17 chemical elements. They earned that name because they were historically found in minerals called earths, and seemed rare due to how difficult they were to isolate and how little was known about them. Despite the name, many are actually abundant in nature. But they're dispersed in very small concentrations, making extraction complex and costly. The primary ores containing neodymium are bastnasite, found mainly in China and the United States, and monazite, present in Brazil, India, and several other countries. Extraction begins at open-pit mines located in regions known for large, rare earth deposits. Heavy-duty drilling rigs bore deep, precise holes into the ground, into which explosives are placed and detonated in a controlled sequence to fragment the rock and facilitate removal. After the blast, excavators and mechanical shovels load the material onto large haul trucks, which carry it to the processing plants. At the plants, a series of physical and chemical treatments begins to separate and isolate neodymium from the other elements and impurities. The ore is first crushed and ground into fine particles, releasing the minerals that contain neodymium and other rare earth elements. These particles are classified by size to streamline the chemical extraction stages that follow. The mineral then undergoes leaching, a process in which it's treated with acids such as sulfuric acid, which dissolves the rare earth oxides and produces an aqueous solution rich in metallic ions. Since this solution contains a mixture of multiple rare earth elements with very similar chemical properties, a technique called solvent extraction is used to separate them selectively. Through repeated cycles of mixing and liquid-liquid separation, the elements are isolated one by one. The separated neodymium is then converted into an insoluble compound, typically neodymium hydroxide, by adding a base such as ammonium hydroxide, causing it to precipitate out of the solution where it can be collected. The precipitate is filtered, dried, and heated to high temperatures to become neodymium oxide, a stable metallic gray powder that's easier to handle industrially. This material is stored in sealed 55-gallon steel drums and shipped to facilities specialized in manufacturing rare earth supermagnets. At the manufacturing plants, the production process begins with the creation of sand molds shaped precisely for each type of application. A solid model of the piece, typically made of metal, serves as the reference. It's placed inside a molding box and covered with a mixture of sand and binding agents, which is firmly compacted around it. A special gas is then injected. It reacts with the resin and rapidly hardens the sand, forming a detailed, solid mold without any need for heating. Once compacted, the model is removed, leaving a cavity ready to receive the molten metal. The next step is preparing the neodymium-iron-boron alloy, the foundation of every neodymium magnet. The materials are melted in vacuum furnaces under a controlled atmosphere to prevent oxidation, since neodymium is highly reactive with air. The standard composition is approximately 30% neodymium, 1% boron, and the remainder iron. This alloy is heated to temperatures above 2,370 degrees Fahrenheit until all elements are completely melted and homogeneous. The resulting liquid metal is carefully poured into the sand molds, filling every cavity and reproducing every detail of the design. The pour is carefully controlled to prevent air bubbles, cracks, or internal defects. The molds catch fire during this process, since the gases used to harden the sand are highly flammable. They're transported to another section of the foundry and set down on the floor to cool. Cooling is carefully controlled to prevent internal stress, cracking, or deformation. Once the metal is fully solidified, the sand mold is broken apart to release the metal piece. A neodymium iron block roughly shaped like the final magnet, but which still has no magnetic properties and no protective coating. The pieces then undergo heat treatment to improve their internal structure and prepare them for magnetization. They're placed inside a heat-resistant metal tube completely filled with silica sand, which holds the pieces in place and distributes heat evenly. The tube is sealed with refractory cement to prevent oxygen from entering, then placed in an electric furnace and heated to temperatures up to 1,830 degrees Fahrenheit. This treatment refines the material's microstructure, relieves internal stresses, and prepares it for the magnetization stage. Although the pieces are now in their final shape, they're still not magnets. The next step is magnetic alignment. A magnetization coil discharges an extremely intense electrical current for a very brief period, on the order of milliseconds, generating a high-intensity pulsed magnetic field exceeding 3 Tesla. This pulse forces all the internal magnetic domains to align in the same direction. Because it's a permanent magnet material, it retains that orientation indefinitely, unless exposed to intense heat or an equally powerful opposing field. After magnetization, the magnet is fully functional but must be handled with extreme care. Its force can attract metal objects suddenly and dangerously. Because neodymium magnets are highly susceptible to corrosion, especially from moisture, a nickel coating is applied before magnetization to protect them. Every batch goes through rigorous quality testing, and only approved pieces move on to packaging in special protective boxes that isolate them from external fields and prevent accidents caused by magnetic attraction. And that's how neodymium magnets, the most powerful in the world, are made. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories through Stories Behind Everything.